Hello students, in this C# program we see how array works inside C#. Now as we know, array means a sequential allocation of similar data types, or we can say that the collection of similar data types which allocates the memory at background sequentially. Means there is a sequential memory allocation of each elements which are a similar type. When we want to store the multiple values inside the single variable, then we use array. So how array we declare inside C#. If I want to declare the integer array, then mention data type as integer and give the square brackets. This means that we are declaring the integer array. And after this, give the array name. For example, my array name is n. We can declare our array in this way. Now again, we are declaring the array, as well as simultaneously we can assign the values to that particular array in single line. In this way, in this second line, I am declaring an array of integer type and simultaneously initialize the values inside it. Now my array size of n is 4. Means the number of elements stored inside this n. Means we can also say that length of this n array is 4. So here I am declaring the array as well as initializing it by using curly brackets and giving the values of that particular data type. Means here int data type, n is my integer array, so I am giving here integer values separated with commas. So in this way we can declare the any type of array and initialize as well. If my array is string type, then I am giving here, or I need to give here string constant values which are separated by comma. Now I am using this line, and now if I want to display these array elements one by one, then as we know, this 23 stored inside 0th index. As we know, the index starts from 0, array index starts from 0. So my 23 values stored at 0th index, 45 values stored at 1 index, 67 stored at 2 index, and last value stored at 3rd index. So if my length of array is 4, then last index is 3. If my length of array is 10, then last index is 9. Means length minus 1 is the last index of our array. Because index start from 0, our last value stored at length minus 1 index position. So if I want to display this particular array elements one by one, then we use for loop, and inside for we start from 0 and go to length minus 1. There is one length property for each array variable inside C#. We use this length property. It gives me the number of elements inside that particular array. So I am giving here less than n dot length because I don't want to go up to length, but length minus 1. So I am giving here less than n dot length. So it goes up to length minus 1 and not up to length. Now I am writing console.write line to display the array elements. My array name is n, and individual element we can access by using square bracket, by using index, and I am giving here index as I. Now first time my I having the value as 0, so n of 0 means 23 will be printed on console. Then I becomes 1, so n of 1 means 1 indexed value as 45 will be printed in this way up to 89. we will go. After executing this for loop, my whole array will be printed, and now I am stopping here, or I want to terminate this main. So my end line, as usual, we know we give read key at the end of program. Now if I run this program, it gives me the output same. First value is 23, so it gives me 23, 45, 45, 67, 67, 89, 89. Now if I am running the second time, there will not be any change in my output. If I am running third time, then again same output will be there. So if I want to display the different values inside this array, then I need to accept the values inside array as per the user requirement. Means I take inputs from user and store one by one values inside this array, and then if I display that particular array, then my program will be dynamic. Every time the user gives the values inside the array, and that values will be displayed. So every time my array displays the different values, so it will be dynamic. Here static values we are given here, constant value we are assigning to this array. If I want to store the values inside this array according to user choice, then I need to give here again one for loop. Length, actually n.length, and then I plus plus, and if I give message to user that enter array element, I'm giving one message as enter array element. Accept the array values like this. N of I is equal to console dot read line. By using read line, we accept the values at runtime and store inside the particular variable. Here we are not using single simple variable, but we are using array. So inside array, by using index, we can store that particular value at that particular index. So I am giving here n of I means first value stored at 0th index, then second value stored at 1 index, then third value stored at 2 index, and last value stored at 3 index. Because my array size is 4 times this for loop will be executed, and 4 different values stored inside this array, and those updated value now printed by this for loop. So here one error, this error is this console.readline returns me the string value, and I need to convert it into int, because my array accepts only integer values. My array is of integer type. Now if I run this program, these are only initialized values, and these values are overwritten, and these updated values will be displayed here. So we will check by using running our program. Enter array element. If I give here 66, then 77, then 44, then 33, then it gives me the same values as I have given at runtime. This for loop will not be displayed me these original values. Okay, these are the initialized values only, and all these values overwritten, means 66 value overwritten at 23, then 77 overwritten on 45, then 44 on 67, and 33 on 89. So it gives me the updated values. If I run again, and if I will give some different values, at this time I am giving these values, then it gives me different. Means every time when I run the program, it gives me the different output. This is not happen every time the same result I am getting. So this is the dynamic program. By using read line, we can accept the values from user and store inside our variable. So if you want to initialize the array by constant values, do this statement and print it or process on it. If you want to store values according to user choice, then use this for loop. So this is about your C# arrays. Do it by yourself, practice it. Thank you.